learner. I invite you to code along with me in today's session. We are going to continue with what we have done in the last class. We have created three sprites, boy, umbrella, and a water drop. What is that effect that we are going to create today? But before that, to code along, you need to open your Google, search for Scratch, or use the Scratch link that I have provided in the description so you can get started. In the last class, you know how to create multiple sprites in three different ways. Search the sprites in the Scratch, go to Google and get them. Hence, you can also draw like we have drawn ground in the last class. So before we start, let's see the output, what we are going to get it. You could see there are multiple water drops. When the water drop is touching this umbrella, the water drop is slanted and it's touching puddle, then it is giving a splash sound or a ripple sound. The other water drops which are touching this ground, giving the rain sound, the one that we have created in the last class. And there are some clouds that are placed. So to give this effect of slanting, we will be understanding a concept in Scratch called as broadcasting. What is broadcasting? Broadcasting is sending some kind of message to other sprites in the program. In block-based coding, we can send a message from one sprite to the other sprite. Broadcasting is nothing but sending message over this entire animation. So my goal is to make coding simple, fun, and easy to understand. So if you like learning coding step-by-step classroom style, subscribe to my channel. Your support motivates me to create more such Scratch activities. Let's get started with today's session. First of all, let's understand to make this a slant. When this water drop is touching the umbrella, we want it to slant in a different direction and touch the ground, right? Let's use the condition. For that, we will go to the control section. Like in the last class, I have told you, conditional programming, we will be using if then and try to place it on top of it. So inside this if then, let's start understanding like what should happen when the water drop is touching the umbrella. We want to send a message. So let's go to the sensing block, touching mouse pointer. Instead of mouse pointer, we will change it to umbrella. It means when this water drop is touching the umbrella, what we want it to happen, we want to send a message saying that where we can find it. As I've told you, broadcasting is nothing but sending some message. So that's an event. Okay. It's an event that is taking place. So that message is passed through to the entire program. Let's bring it and keep it inside this if condition. Inside this message one, we will say it as slide. Because we want the water drop to slide, you can give any name. Now, this message will be received by the entire program, right? So where should the action take place? The action should be taken place in the drop itself. What we can do is, we can receive this message in the same sprite. We will bring and use it slide. When I receive slide, what I want to do, I want the X position and Y position to be changed a bit. Now water drop is touching this. As soon as it touches, I want the direction to be changed. So I just wanted to randomly, from there it should +6 and -y, such kind of combination. The control section, there is a repeat. I can repeat it for near about 5 times. Let us test. As you know, changing position is nothing. Change X by Y. And change Y by it is -4. We'll try to keep it in this way. So let's start checking it. Please try to save your code. Otherwise, the effect will not be visible. Now could you see the water drop is touching the umbrella. Only then it is slanting the bit. And you could see the difference, like how smooth it is being transitioning its position. This is how we can broadcast a message. Once it is touching the ground, if there is a water puddle, then there should be a ripple sound or a splash sound. Duplicate these particular sprites. So there are some multiple ways of creating these water drops. We can create by using cloning. which we'll see in the next coming classes. Instead of duplicating it and creating multiple times, see there are some icons, you can make it more short. You can see here I have selected the drop one. I can right click on this and click on duplicate it. As soon as you duplicated it, the code is also duplicated. The name is automatically changing it to drop 2. So that's the reason I have asked you to give name with number. Let's create near about 10 water drops. Click on the newest water drop and duplicate it. We can give some random positions to them. They appear to be different. You can try test it along with your code. You can give any random numbers. Same way you try to do the rest of the ones as well. So this is how we have added all our drop sprites into the animation. We will go to this uploads, get the puddle sprite. You can get it from Google, remove the background. Okay. So you could observe when I was running the animation, the water drop is touching this puddle. There was kind of a splash effect. In the same sprite, you can go to the costumes. I could see we have only one costume. To change the look of the sprite, we can always add one more sprite to it. Like we are going to use the broadcasting. When the water drop is touching the puddle, then this particular costume will appear. If it is not touching, the puddle will be normal. So we have to make it 3 or 4. Arrange them like that on the ground. Done. Save your code. Yes. Now let's start playing it. Right now, there is no ripple sound that you could observe. Let's do the last part of the rain animation. When the water drop is touching this water puddle, it should give the ripple effect, right? You can clean up your blocks always. You can go to the sensing block, bring when touching mouse, water drop. Right? Now, there are multiple water drops. We'll be using the operators block or condition. If the water drop 1 is touching either puddle 1, puddle 2, or puddle 3, or puddle 4, 3 of them like this. Let's bring first one and keep it inside this very carefully. This time, it is puddle 1. You can duplicate it. Keep it on the second one. This. Again duplicate it. Keep it over. Again duplicate it. Keep it on the last one. Now save your code. This should be puddle 2. This should be puddle 3. This should be puddle 4. So it means if this water drop is touching the puddle 1, puddle 2, puddle 3 or 4, then what should happen? There should be a water ripple sound for some seconds. Change its look and then let's go to the sound and search for the sound as a ripple. We'll go to this animation, go to the code and start sound. Now, what we can do is when it starts giving the sound, we want to hide that puddle for a while. Go to the looks, hide it for a while. You can wait for 2 seconds, set the sprite back to the normal position. Like earlier we have done, wait for 0.2 seconds. We want only this. So take it down. We'll make it appear back in the same position. Again, we'll show it. When we show here, like again, we want to change the effect of it. There should be some action that is to be taken place. So we'll broadcast a message. So where we can receive this message, where should the action take place now? The action should take place in the puddle. So let's go to the puddle 1. When I receive puddle message, what should happen? There should be change in the look of the puddle. We can go to the looks. We will change it to puddle 2. Wait for 0.1 seconds and then go to the look block. Switch the costume back to puddle 1. This is how you can do it. We want this particular part of code to be repeated in every drop. You can add it in the backpack. like this, which is very, very easy. There are some ways of copying the code. We need to do few things. In the drop one, we have added if the drop is touching the puddle one, give the sound effect and then hide it for some times. This particular block of code should be repeated in every drop. There is one more easier way of doing it. You can just drag and drop it to this backpack area, which you can simply try to copy it in every drop. This is a drop one. Let's go to the drop two. We can add it here. So you could see here, we got it. You can just add it like this. This is another way. Click on the white space, clean up your blocks. Again, you'll get it normally in the same position. So similarly, do it for rest of the drops. Always the code blocks comes on the top left. So bring it. Don't keep it inside like this. You should keep it outside. Be careful. So if you want to see your code, you can minimize your code. Otherwise, if it goes inside, the code won't work properly. Clean up your blocks. Now you can close this backpack or delete now. You could see in every drop, we have this water as a sprite. Save your pool. Most of the sprites are going to the right. Change the numbers and try and test them. You can change the numbers later anytime. Okay. Now you could see we have the water drops puddle. Let's change these all to puddle 1, puddle 2, puddle 3, and puddles. So we need to make these changes. We just need to make one more change, that puddle 1 is receiving this broadcasted message like puddle message, and it is switching the costume from puddle 1 to 2 for a 1 second and then back to puddle 1. So the other way of copying is you can simply drag it shaking like this. You just need to drop it over there. Third one, put it into the back page, delete it later. We need to test it. Go to file, click on save now. The project is saved. Now you can click on share it to any of your friends. You can, yes. So click on share. So as natural, the rain flows in a particular direction. It's going in that way. Now, if it is touching the umbrella, you could see it is slanting or moving towards to right. So that's all.